Okay, welcome back to the Elevate blog. I am here with Beata Palinska.
Hello.
Welcome, Beata. Where are you in the world?
Glad to be here. Thank you, Abby. I'm in Poland. I'm based in Warsaw, the capital city.
I see.
Poland is in
And
Europe. Yes, for those of you
Poland.
who don't know. Yeah, sure.
And you are an English teacher.
Yes, that's true. I've been teaching English for over 20 years now. And I've got experience teaching all ages and types of students, types of courses, all levels. And I've also worn many other ELT hats over the years, but teaching has always been the constant and my favorite thing to do.
That's nice. So at the moment, who are you teaching? What kind of thing are you helping people to do?
Um, my main interest at the moment is teaching for exams, and I specialize in Polish state exams, but mostly I specialize in B2 first and C1 advanced Cambridge exams preparation, because this is what I used to be the speaking examiner for. So I also know the exam from the other side, and I know what people struggle with on the exam day. So watching that over the years at different levels helped me help people get better at certain exam skills.
Yeah, I see. And is there a particular part of the exams that you specialize in, or that you?
I prepare people for whole exam, no problem. But I know that there are certain things that people have more troubles with than others. For example, use of English or writing or speaking. So of course I guide people and they do lots of self-study, reading and writing and listening, but and we learn certain exam strategies that might be helpful. But I usually focus mainly on writing, speaking, and use of English, because these are the parts of the exams that people struggle with the most. But not only with the exam as such, many people struggle with their mindset, with feeling good and doing their best on the exam day. Some people find it difficult to organize their work or know where to start. Others have never really learned how to learn. So they need some help with learning strategies and with finding out what's best for them, what works for them, really not at the moment, but in the long term. Or things like, exams sometimes feel out of this world, like something that's inauthentic, something that's not connected to our real life, something just to tick off and move on. And I'm trying to help people see the connection between the things they learn while studying for the exam and revising things, and the strategies we learn, and their how they can be used in real life and how they can be helpful. Because I'd like people who, when they stop learning with me, I would like them to take out something for their future learning adventures as well.
Yes, exactly. That's so true, isn't it? Because exams, you study so hard for the exams, and then it's finished, and you relief and relax, and then what? It's all gone.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like that. Yes, that's why I'm so interested in making it like relevant and something people can rely on later on, something to fall back on, all those learning strategies and all those useful language moments that we focus on. They are there to help someone tackle, whether it's the next exam in English, or maybe some other adventure, or maybe someone just would like to be a lifelong learner, but for his or her learning to keep making sense and to forget less and to know how to take notes. All of that is a package with me.
That's great. I think it's important, isn't it? Because the exam writers, they do try to make realistic type of situation and materials that you use. So yeah, you shouldn't just sort of put the dividing line, this is exam English, this is
And this is the
real
rest
life.
of your life. Yes. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So it's good. Yeah, it's good to help learners incorporate them both together,
True.
for sure. Okay, tell me about, do you have any students or memorable stories about your students, your learners, any breakthroughs that they've had?
All of my students are special, and everyone is so different. And I feel, like it's always like when you meet someone and you learn what they need, it's a little bit of a puzzle. Yeah, so it's great to be curious and to find out more about the person and their abilities and their skills at the moment and where they are, so you can meet them there and hopefully help them to the next stage, or the place they would like to get to. Uh, and sometimes it's a true puzzle. One of my students, that's the story I think I'll remember for a long time. His mom just wanted a second opinion. He was a teenager, and he was told that he won't be ready for the B2 first exam for at least a year. But when they asked about details, the teachers were not able to provide any, like, what should we work on? Like, everything. Yeah. And everything wasn't specific enough. And she just wanted to check. And we started with like a full mock exam, checking where he is, where he was at the moment. And the funny thing was that out of the 4 parts of the exam, 2 he was great at. Okay. He was pretty good at reading and use of English, not great, but decent. He was fantastic at reading. He was fantastic at listening. Like, no work needed, basically, just keeping the level. And he needed help with speaking, writing, and bits of use of English, really, because he couldn't like see how some of the tasks work. But he was ready to work hard, and he just needed guidance. And we were working to prepare him for B2 first, I think for 5 or 6 months, to like cut down, but the prep that they told him he needed. But it turned out, and it became really clear to me after like a few weeks, that he won't not only will he pass, he's going to do really well. And I was like really, waiting for the exam results and keeping my fingers crossed on the exam day. And just because it was like, 1 point or something, but he got C1 result from B2 first. He got an A, yeah, in like 6 months. And that was like a moment I thought, like, this is amazing, because if you guide, of course it doesn't happen with everybody, yeah, but sometimes you are hoping for a sign. That's it, that if someone really wants to work on something, and if you know how to guide them, and if they listen and work on those things and trust you, things can happen. Yeah. So he was super proud of himself. And I think it's an important moment for anyone, if you, especially, as I love, for example, working with people who have already taken the exam and either didn't get the result they wanted, or they failed the exam, but they would like to try again, but they don't know how to get better. Yeah. So I can help with that. And I think that, getting back on the horse, or right after that, but trying in a smart, focused way to like see what's missing, because very often it's not the language that's missing. Yeah, that's the thing. It's an approach to a part of the exam, or maybe there is a little bit of grammar or vocab work that's needed, but usually it's not even that the people don't know this language, they don't use it consciously, like they are not aware what level of the language they are speaking actually when they are doing the task. Yes, and this part of awareness, for example, and raising it and making sure that they don't start speaking B1 level of language when they are, for example, talking about photos. Yeah, that's key. Yeah, like helping to see those little pockets of opportunity that are there within the exams.
Yeah, it's so interesting because often it's not a teacher, it's more of a guide or a coach that the people need. And you've already got everything there.
Yes.
But someone to just say, be aware of this, or just I found in the past learners, especially with writing, they write too much, or they go off the topic, and it just takes someone to come back. You only write 100 words, only 100 words, and 200 words will fail you, even if they're brilliant and C2 level. The task is 100 words. Yeah, so having that coach and the guidance there can make the difference between the pass and the fail, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Beata, why is it that you are still a teacher? You said you love teaching. What's the reason you keep coming back to teaching?
I think this is like I've never stopped. I've never stopped, so there was no coming back. But I love meeting people. I'm really curious about others and what they like, what works for them. I don't only prepare for exams, because if I did only exam preparation all the time, that would be hard for everyone, I think. But I also run courses that are, for example, based on good news only, that are like vocab development and speaking courses. I still teach people at different levels of different ages. I create like mini adventures. I'm trying to bring the best of tech and the best of analog, still while working online, because I think that it's lovely to help people get better, improve their language while doing something interesting or worthwhile. And it's a privilege to help someone achieve their dreams or get closer to them, if English is something that will get them there, one of those things that they need.
Yeah, I agree totally. It's a great thing to see your students progress and pass, and nice feeling.
Yeah, it's lovely. Today I was looking, I saw on LinkedIn, I think, one of my students giving, like she was going to give a speech at a conference, and I looked what she does. Yes, and she's like a global manager of something. And I remember her when she was like 10 years ago, this lovely girl who wanted to, take, I think she was taking advanced, and she was like, I need, the best grade. I need to, work better. I need to be able to write perfect emails. It's gonna forward my career. It's gonna be great. Yeah. And today I was like, nice. Great that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And as a teacher, it's really nice to see that and have a little part of it. but it's the learners themselves that have to
Absolutely. That's every time someone says thank you, I say it's not me, it's you. Yeah, because I was just there to help you make it possible, but all of it is learners and their work and their motivation, attitude, and time spent on this and not on scrolling or anything else. Yes, that's
I
their
think
choice.
if you've got a nice teacher though who's going to encourage you and help you with it, that's much more motivating than doing it alone.
I think so, but I think we can. I think that I remember it as one of the quotes I wrote down from Chas Pulieza's book, that you can't motivate anyone, but you can create the environment in which the people will get motivated or stay motivated. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Beata, it's so nice to speak to you today.
Thank you
very
so much for giving me this opportunity. It was lovely to answer some really good questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.